Alright guys, yeah, I'm here back with more Yakuza. Did that get louder? It's been about half an hour since I last recorded, but we're continuing on. Where are we going? We're in this one. It is 12:37. Maybe it's not half an hour. Maybe it's only like 10-15 minutes. Whatever. Some time has passed. Yeah, we were talking through my winner player ranking for Survivor last episode, so we're going to continue on with that. We're almost done. We just got 4 more winners to put on here. So next up is Wendell. Wait, did I go to... Oh, maybe I passed that. Shit. Oh, it's here. Yeah, Wendell, let's see. Where would Wendell land? I think Wendell was above... Yeah, I think Wendell would be... I'm trying to think. Like, he would be above the Mike Tyson contingent. I think he would be above Natalie Anderson. The question is at that point, is he above or below Sophie? I think that's a tough one. It's tough because, like, on my player ranking, I did put Sophie above Wendell. I do think as time's gone on, I probably would have Wendell higher.
おはよう、高杉さん。今日も早いっすね。
お前、随分すっきりした顔してんじゃねえかよ。風俗嬢に一発寝てもらったのか、お前。
ま、似たところかな。
あの男の依頼、受ける覚悟がついたんだな。
I think that's very close. I think Wendell and Sophie are very, very close.
どうして俺が球界を永久追放されなきゃならなかったのか突き止めてみせるよ。
そもそも野球賭博に関係してると疑われたきっかけは何なんだ。当時ニュースになったとはいえ15年も前のことだ。俺もよく覚えちゃいねえし、少し説明してくれねえか。
15年前のワイバーンズギガンツ戦、9回裏2アウト一打サヨナラのチャンスにワイバーンズ藤田監督が代打に送ったのは、それがプロ初打席となる無名のルーキー、つまり俺だった。
Yeah, I'm really struggling with this Wendell versus Sophie.
ギガンツのエース澤田。澤田の必要なカーブを俺はカットして粘り、そして
To be honest, I think Wendell might be above Chris.
澤田が初めて投げたストレートを俺のバットが捉え、打球はスタンド席に吸い込まれていった。俺の人生で最高の瞬
I
間
feel more confident in Wendell's ability than Chris's.
そのホームランにケチがついた。
そう、その翌日、あのサヨナラホームランが不正行為、サイン等の結果によるものだったとして取り消されたんだ。相手チームのサインは見てはいけない。見えたとしても解読しようとしてはいけない。それが野球の掟なんだ。
お前がサイントを行っていたという証拠でも出てきたのか。 VTR に映ってたとか。
いや、そういうわけじゃない。
ならどうして。
俺がギガンツのサインを盗むように命令して、スタンド席からそれを俺に伝えるように指示されていたという男が名乗り出たんだ。そいつの証言が元でプロ野球連盟と警察が捜査に乗り出したってわけ。
誰なんだそいつは。
俺の高校の野球部の後輩だった。
Yeah, I think Wendell and Yule are kind
俺
of
か
in
ら
the
多額の
same
金をもらって引き受け
grouping
たけど、
there.
両親が咎め自首したんだってさ。
だがお前はそんな命令をした覚えはない。
当然でしょ。金を渡すどころか何年も顔を合わせてなかったのに。
じゃあそいつがお前に濡れ衣を着せたってことか。なんでまた。
さあね、俺もなんでそんな嘘ついたのか、その後輩を問い詰めたけど、
Yeah, I think Wendell I'm gonna put above Yule. I think I'm gonna move some people around here. I think Sophie
なんだと？
I think really just Sophie. I think I will move Sophie up here.
他の誰かに消されたってことなのか。
さあ、それはどうだろう。どちらにしろ俺一人では真相を探れそうにもなかった。とにかく俺はその日からずっと自分の過去から目を背け、風俗ライターとして生きてきたんだ。
はあ。ん？
Is Sophie better or worse than Yule?
さっ
I
き
think
警
that's the
察の
question.
捜査に乗り出したって言ったか。
I would say slightly worse.
そんなに重い罪なのか。
ことが野球賭博に関係していると見られたからね。
And now the question is, where does
を上
Nick
げたいがため
land?
にやったことならまだしも、でかい金が動く組織的な賭博容疑になっちまったし、
And where's Tommy land
チ
too?
ーム全体
But
にまで
Nick.
捜査の手は伸びることになった。
I mean,
ってことは
the thing is, I have a lot of
ひょっと
confidence
した
in
ら
Nick's
お前個人
ability
への恨みとかじゃなく、
to scrape on by
ため
on
に仕
most
込まれた罠
seasons.
だったって可能性もあるってことか。
Like, I think he is a better version of JT as a player. While I think JT's win is obviously more impressive, I
あの事
think
件で
Nick
休会を追われたのはチームでも俺だけ。
is the better
その
player.
後は藤田監督が騒動の責任を取らされ、
Like, I feel more confident in Nick than I do with someone like a Todd.
そういや昨日のニュース見たか。東京で監督に復帰したみ
But
た
at
い
the same time, I think Nick has shown
15年前に
times
ワイ
that
バン
where
の
like
監
he
督
like
辞
gets
任して
into
から
arguments for like no reason, or like he lashes out on people
あの一件で俺以
when
上に
he's on
人
the
生を
bottom,
狂
and
わせ
that's
ちまっ
not
た人なん
great.
だよ。あんなに俺によくしてくれたっていうのに。
お前が一軍にいたのが一日だけならそこまで世話になる関係もねえだろ。
そんなことない。二軍で腐りかけていた俺を見つけてくれたのが藤田さんだったんだ。二軍の指導法じゃ俺本来の良さが出ないって言って直々に指導してくれて、そのアドバイスがあって
Yeah, I mean,
一軍に上がれたようなもんなんだ。
I think I have to put Nick below Todd. It's like I wanted to put him above, but I think the more I think about it, it's like I think I have to put him below.
考えたことなかったけど。
Then we got Chris. I think Chris is towards the bottom, right? I don't think he's at the very bottom. I think he's towards the bottom. I think Chris is probably above Fabio, probably above Jenna, below Aris. And that's probably a good spot for Chris.
こういうことを言うんだね。
Oh yeah, I forgot I have to put Chris Underwood and
本
Chris
当の狙い
Thornton.
が誰であれ
I
事件の
forgot
裏
there's
で
two
必
Chris
ず得
winners.
した人間がいるはずだ。てなきゃ
And then we got
無
30
名の
next to
選手を
Tommy.
はめる理由なんてねえ
I think Tommy's above Earl. I think that's for sure. The question is Tommy above or below
片
Sophie
っ端から聞いて回るっていうのは
and Ghoul?
球団を辞めてからチームメイトとは一切連絡取ってないんだ。さっきも言ったように、あの一件でチーム全
To
体
be honest, I kind of
に野
want
球
to
と
put
疑惑
Tommy
がかかったりして、
like at number 5 or something and just piss a whole bunch of people
唯
off.
一知ってるとしたら
But it's like
球団専属の
it's like the thing about
マッサージ師だった人
Tommy
金栄町に
is that I think Tommy
マッサージ
played.
おいそれってもしかして
I think Tommy's game is so underrated. And it's like I've talked about it multiple times now.
宇野さん。今小さ
Let's
な
say I
鍼灸
think the
院やって
more
る
and more I
風俗
think
狂
about
いだった
Tommy's
けど、
game, the more impressed I
チー
am
ムメイト
by
から
it.
の信頼は厚い人だった。
Especially because like how many things happened to him throughout that season that should have ruined his game, but he was able to recover from it at every
早速行
opportunity,
ってみます。
while also being in a position that he dominated the game and outplaying his co-dominator the entire way through. That was like one of the most frustrating things about listening to the Island of the Idols podcasts with RGP is that they kept on talking about like how great Lauren's game is and how like Lauren would have lost to Tommy Lauren would have beat Tommy at the end. But it's like none of that matters because like Tommy, like first off, I think Tommy clearly played the better game than Lauren, where like he outmaneuvers her at every opportunity, where like he actively takes out the people that were closer to Lauren all in a row, and leaves all the people that were closer to him in the end game. He gets Dean to the end game. He gets Dan to the end game. He gets Janet to the end game. He gets those 3 people to the final 6, which is insane. Like 3 people. Is it here? I think it's here. Or not? Where am I going? He gets 3 people that are much closer to him to final 6, and even Nora, we see that he's able to manipulate Laura. I guess it's here. Into working in his best interest. So it's like, that's insane if you think about it. Like, and he's able to get all these people that are closer to Lauren, out in like the Missy and Aarons of the world, the Elizabeths, the even Elaine. Like he's able to get like all those people out. While keeping all of his allies in. So I think that's a very impressive element of his game. Also, he gets unlucky at so many points within the game. He gets unlucky with the pre-merge Jason boot. Like things like the fact that that happened. Like he ends up on the outs there because Elaine gets the advantage, but it's like that's just an unlucky circumstance that Elaine got that advantage to begin with. If that hadn't happened, his group would have come out at vote with the numbers, would have blindsided Aaron, would have securely had the numbers post-merge.
宇野さんは新人好きだから新しい子が入った店をしらみつぶしに探していけば会えるはず。
What's this? Oh, sorry, I got a text. But yeah, then he gets unlucky with the split. I forgot what the actual name of the twist is called, but essentially like the merge split thing at the final 10, where he went to two different groups, where he gets swapped into a group with like all of his people on the outs. Or where he's on the outs because all his people are on the other side, and he's against all former. Forgot that tribe's name. Vokai is the one. What's the other one? Whatever. All the orange tribe. And then he gets out of that situation, I think, by getting Krishma and Elaine to flip. You also have you have the Dan ejection, which is very bad for his game, where he had a very set final 3 plan of him, Dan, and Dean, where he clearly wins that final 3, and at the final 6 that was very possible, where like the plan was to vote out Janet there without even needing the idol nullifier or anything. At the final 5, vote out Lauren, and then just like at that point he essentially has won the game. But because Dan gets ejected, he has to face adversity again, where like he needs the idol nullifier at 5. And then at 6, and then at 4, he needs Lauren to lose fire making, but he makes the most out of those situations where, again, he gets Dean to take out Janet. He allows, he manipulates Nora into putting Dean into fire making against Lauren, and teaches Dean how to make fire against Lauren. Again, like he makes the best of those situations. And the more and more I'm talking about this, I think. The debate for me right now is Tommy or Wendell. I think I might go Tommy. And again, like Wendell, like the problem there of Wendell is that Wendell failed to get rid of his closest ally. Like he failed to get rid of Dominic. And because that he has a very tough road in winning that game. While Tommy succeeded in that, despite all the adversity that he faced. I do think he's probably below Tom though, because I do think Tom is a better player all around. Like while Tommy I think is solid strategically, very good socially. He is kind of just physically. He never won a challenge. Which again, like, definitely improves him on my winner ranking, but I think when it comes to a player ranking, I do think, like, if on any given season, like, that obviously is not, super dependable in the sense that like it would be better if you are better at competitions because that way you have an out in case you make a mistake. So like I do think Tommy is someone that if he does end up on the outs, then he's probably not in a position to So I think that's the list. I don't know what numbers are. The numbers are here. Are Rob and Parvati too high? I kind of feel like Rob and Parvati might be too high. Yeah, I always feel like Jeremy's too high too. So we got Tony, Kim, Sarah, Parvati, Jeremy, Rob, Tom, Tommy, Wendell, Yule. So that's the top 10, right? Sophie's at 11, Earl at 12. Okay, let's just run through the numbers. So Tony at 1, Kim at 2, 3 Sarah, 4 Parvati, 5 Jeremy, 6 Rob, 7 Tom, 8 Tommy, 9 Wendell, 10 Yule, 11 Sophie, 12 Earl, 13 Chris Doherty, 14 Todd, 15 Nick, 16 Natalie Anderson, 17 Tyson, 18 Mike, 19 JT. Is that right? I think I might switch those two. Well, I have more confidence in Mike in terms of overall challenges and stuff. It's like, I mean, JT has demonstrated one extremely dominant game. Well, Mike hasn't. So, I mean, I feel like that's something I'm going to change. So, was it 20 Ethan, 21 Denise, 22 Tina, 23 Sandra, 24 Ben, 25 Michelle, 26 Danny, 27 Visepia, 28 Adam, 29 Brian, 30 Rich, 31 Cochran, 32 Aris, 33 Chris Underwood, 34 Jenna, 35 Fabio, 36 Natalie, 37 Amber, 38 Bob. I think I'm good on that list. I feel like I'm pretty solid. Again, there's some placements that are kind of finicky to me, like someone like a Ben. I think Parvati and Boston Rob feel a little bit too high. But I think like when comparing it to the people that they're around, I feel like it feels about right. And Parvati might just straight up be too high. I think that's the list, though. Shit. So that's that list. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I can do right now? Any other videos? I'm trying to think, like there's the top 10. There's the top 10 Amazing Race teams, which I feel like I'm going to actually need to sit down and really assess that. And the problem, obviously there's my problem with Amazing Race is that I just don't know. Like I can't do it offhand. I definitely do research first. I got Battle of the Seasons, which I can't do right now. I don't think. I think I'll need to sit down and assess that as well. Trying to think, what are the other 2 videos? Because there's 5 videos I need to prep still. That obviously the winter one was one of them. Those other 2 are 2 of the other ones. What else is there?
ええ
Oh, the what if video, which I can't really do offhand either, and then I don't know what the other one is, but it's probably something I can't do either, so I guess that's probably it. Something I have been wanting to do that I haven't thought about, and I haven't like really done yet, is do a video where I do a top 10 player list for like Survivor and Big Brother and stuff, but do it based around the time periods. So like do it like top 10 players of all time pre-Survivor All-Stars, top 10 players of all time pre-Heroes versus Villains, and like stuff like that. I think it would be interesting. Like even a top 10 players of all time pre-Winners at War, I think would be interesting, just because I do think a lot changed after Winners at War. Like where like I think before Winners at War, like Tony would not be. I don't even think Tony would be on the list. I don't think he would be in the top 10, or probably not even honorable mentions. I don't think Sarah would have been top 10. If she would have been bottom of the top 10, but I don't think she would even make it. Kim would probably be number 1. Parvati would probably be number 2. Suri would still be there. Boston Rob would probably still be there, I think. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Boston Rob would still be there. I mean, come on. But it's like, placement's kind of finicky, though. Jeremy might have been higher, to be honest. I'm trying to think, who else was even on the top 10? Well, like Tommy, I guess Tommy would be there. It's kind of whatever. Earl would have probably for sure been there at that point. I don't think Sophie would have been in consideration. Probably Natalie Anderson would be on there. Probably Tom would be on there. Yeah, I don't know. But either way, like it would be interesting to see that list. Yeah, doing top 10 list pre-All-Stars is also interesting. It's like, who would be on the list there? Like, obviously this will all be based on just the first time they played. So it's like, who'd be number 1 at that point? Like, would it be Brian? Probably not, right? Like, I don't feel like genuinely say Brian. To us, it might be Rob. Like, Rob might have been the number 1 at that point. Rob Sesternino. Which again, it's like bizarre putting like a non-winner as like the best player of all time. I think that probably would be the case. And to be fair, I mean, like with Big Brother Canada, like up until season 6, I think my number 1 player of all time would have been Emmett. So it's like, I guess it's not like out of the realm possibility. To be fair, I think Emmett is probably a better player of Big Brother Canada than Rob Sesternino is to Survivor, but... Yeah, I mean, I think that might be the case. I mean, maybe Hatch. Maybe, like, at that point, you would, like, assume Richard Hatch would have been a better player. I don't know, though. It's weird. I really don't know how to assess that, actually. I think, to be honest, actually, no. I think Tina would be number 1. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think Tina would be number 1. Because I think at that point, like, you wouldn't see that she's the first boot in All-Stars. You wouldn't... Because, like, to be honest, I think Tina, for me, goes down from watching her next 2 appearances. Obviously, All-Stars, she's the first boot. Blood vs. Water, like, despite her being only 1 immunity win from winning the game, it's like... She also didn't play well in that season. So... Okay, that was janky as shit, but whatever. But, yeah, so... That's, I think Tina's number 1, actually. Episode, whatever, last episode just uploaded. I am, like, to be honest, I'm kind of just out of it with this game at this point. To be honest, Kathy would be very high, too, I think. Wait, what? I wasn't even looking at the screen for, like, what's that? What happened?
本当。
大丈夫多分。
Yeah, like I think Rich is like the only person needing in consideration from Borneo. He's on my player ranking. I had Rich and then Sue. It's like, is Sue really gonna make a top 10 list? Probably not. So, yeah, I think Rich. Should we just play this out? I kind of want to talk about this idea because I really would like to do this video. Again, it's like the problem is that I know it's a video that's gonna bomb. Like it's not gonna do well in the grand scheme of things, but it's like a video I really want to make though. And the same thing with Big Brother as well. Because like I just think it's an interesting idea to think back through Survivor history and like Big Brother history and talk about like who were the best at specific times.
なんだい。
俺も帰りたくなってきた。おい、お前や。
I think up until All Stars, there were a lot more like impressive non-winning games than there were impressive winning games. I think I've talked about this before. That I think like when you look at like Survivor US history, it's like there isn't really a great, like a truly great win until Tom, and even then that's like a flawed win towards the end game. It's like I mean like there really isn't like a straight up like amazing win until like Earl in my eyes. And that's season 14, so it's like, it's quite a bit. So what is going on right now? I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I'm trying to think. Okay, so, yeah, let's make this list. I just kind of want to see what happens. So we got Rich. I think we got Sue. I think that's it for that I would even consider from Borneo. I guess we can put Kelly on there too. It's like whatever. We got Tina, who I think is above Rich. Okay, what the fuck is happening with my thing? Okay, I think you got Tina. Colby, I think probably is also above Rich for me. You got Roger. I think we can consider who I would put. This one's probably below Sue. Like, while he had more of a chance of winning, I don't think he really actively did much within the game. I would put him above Kelly, though. And from Africa, I mean, we got Lex, who I think is probably above Colby, but below Tina. I think Ethan, I would probably put above Colby, but below Lex. Tom, I don't even know if Tom makes the list, but we could put Tom above. I think Tom's above Sue, probably. I think we got T-Bird as someone that's also in consideration, who... I think T-Bird's pretty high, actually. I think T-Bird might be...
突然電話で解雇を言い渡されたんだ。開幕前に契約延長して、少なくともそのシーズンは専属が決まってたってのに、その直後いきなりクビだなんて。
above Tom.
知らなかった。
お互い過去の話はしなかったからな。それなりに花のあった野球界から突然掘り出されて、何が何だかわからないまま気づけば15年。こんな生活もお互い板についたもんだよな。で、聞きたかった話ってこんなことか？
いや、宇野さんさ、
Arcesis and we have Vesepia.
俺が球界を追放になって誰か得した人っていると思う？
どうした？お前からそんな話振ってくるなんて珍しいな。得をした人間いるわけねえだろ。
Is this gonna be better or worse than Colby?
おまけにヤクザまで損したもんだ。
ヤクザ？
覚えてねえか。お前の八百長容疑がきっかけになって野球賭博に一斉摘発されたの。
ああ、そういや。
当時
yeah.
この辺りで賭博の利権を持ってた2つの組は
Kathy, I think Kathy's
摘発のせい
number
でしのぎ削れなくなって名古
two
屋から撤
behind
退したって話だ。
at that point. Possibly. I think Kathy might be number one.
ああ、東と
I
西
think there's an
の
argument.
東上会と近江連合だっけ。昨日牛島さんの店でその組の人たち見
I
た。
got Brian. I think at that point I would have assumed Brian would be higher.
ぶっ殺されてもおか
Definitely
しくな
higher
い
than
ぜ。
Sepia.
大丈夫ね。金営で俺の過去を知ってるのは宇野
I
さん
think
だけだ
Brian
し。
and Lex seem like
なん
they're
であんなことが起きちまったんだろう
kind of together. I think
ただ野球をやってただけなのに何が野球賭博だよ。
結局宇野さんに聞いても手がかり
Dude,
なし。
maybe Brian is number one at that point. Because I think a lot of the things that sour me on Brian nowadays
調整完了。
are the fact that holy shit is he ripped. But I think a lot of the things that sour me on Brian nowadays are the fact that I just can't see him playing well ever again.
俺を誰だと思って
But
んだ
at
よ。
this point where like everyone has only played once and like that's the thing we're assessing it off of, I do feel
変
like
なことばっか
Brian
聞いちゃって。
might actually be number one.
おかげで風俗代稼げたぜ。
じゃあ、ありがとう。
ん？おい、品田。携帯忘れちまってんぞ。
Does anyone else from Thailand even make the list? I don't think so, right?
No.
What's going
宇野
on?
さん？
思い出した。まさかあの時の携帯のせいなのか。
携帯がどうかしたんですか？
ほら。
So we got Rob, Sister Nino,
15年前、俺が突然クビになった時のこ
probably
とだ。
above Lex.
実はあの時
I
も
think
今みたいに
probably
選手がマッサージルームに忘れていった携
above
帯
or
を
below
届けたこ
Kathy.
とがあ
I
ったん
think
だ。
that's the question at that point.
ああ、誰の
I
携
think
帯？
I would have him
あ
above.
れはそう確か真鍋だ。真鍋の携帯だった。
ああ、真鍋さん。
Probably above Tina
真鍋っ
too.
つったら当時ワイバーンズの4番を打ってたあの真鍋か。
そうだ。あの時真鍋は携帯をなくして大騒ぎしていたんだ。
Rob and then
誰の
is there anyone else even from that season that's worth
その日
putting on?
マッサージルームに忘れてあった携帯を見つけた俺は急いでロッカールームに持って行った。そし
I
た
know
ら
this I'm going back to like Dina and Alex, so it's like I feel like that's too far. And then we got Pro Islands, so we got Sandra. I think Sandra is a worse
真
version
鍋さんこれ
of Vesepia. I think she's below T-Bird, probably below Rich too. Of Tom. Is Rich even in the top 10? Rich is number 10. That is if I don't put Fair Play on, which I think I am going to put Fair Play. Up here, I don't know exactly where though. I think Fair Play is better. Than Vesepia at that point, right? Well, I don't know though, because I can't even win a jury vote. I think he gets a bit too cocky.
あの時の真鍋の目、あれは普通のもんじゃなかった。
携帯の中には何があったんだ。
さあ、あの頃は俺もまだ自分の携帯なんて持ってなかったから、使い方がよくわからず何も見やしなかった。だが、今思えば、
Yeah, I think
あ
I'm
の
gonna
時
put
の
him
真鍋の
above
態度はちょっ
Ethan,
と変だった。
below Lex.
ひょっとして
Yeah, so Rich is even in the top 10, unless I want to bump T-Bird down,
メールで指示が来ていたとか。
which I might do.
ありえるな。あんたは野球賭博に関するメールを見たと疑われ、それで
Well, yeah, I'm not making this video for a while at this point, so it's not like I'm...
そういうことだったのか。
真鍋さんを調べてみる必要がありそうだね。
Or should I just do this
今
video
何
now?
してるかわかる？
Just because it's like I can. Like, why not? Like, add it to this batch, even though it's probably not going to be for...
その後、
At
いろいろ事業を起こした。
minimum,
全部失敗
it'll
して、
be
今は狩場町で小さな焼
October,
肉屋をやっ
possibly even beyond that.
焼肉屋か。
一度食いに行ってやったら追い返された。そう思うとますます怪しく感じてきたな。
焼肉屋、俺も行ってみるよ。ありがとう。
You know, I think Rich is actually probably above Vesepia back then. What are we doing now? Either way, we're gonna end. I think we're going on a taxi then. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go this way, right? Yeah. So we'll go to that save point that's there, and then we'll end. Next episode, we'll go ahead and continue on from there, and we will see what happens. Fuck, today's Thursday, isn't it? God damn it. We're not really making great time, are we? Sorry, I wanted to finish this on Monday, and it's like we're not even, like... Again, like, this game just feels like it goes on forever. But whatever. And you know what? I think I will add this to this batch of videos. I'll have to find the right slot for it, though. I don't feel like it's a video that I'm willing to just, like, put willy-nilly on a Saturday. I feel like it's one that will have to be during a pretty good, like, good period. But either way, we're going to end here. Next episode, continue on. For now, thank you for watching.